That riff is from Living Deadbeat by Children of Bodom. I think it's a good riff to practice alternate picking combined with some sweep picking. It has kind of a neoclassical type sound to it. What I mean by that is a lot of classical, neoclassical type stuff. It has this kind of bounce back thing, like stuff like that. Yngwie Malmsteen uses that stuff a lot. So it's just a really quick riff that comes in right before the first chorus of the song. And the way they tune their guitars for this song, they do drop D tuning. For those of you who may not know what that is, basically when you take your standard tuning, you take your low E and you drop it down to a D. So you'd have D, A, D, G, B, E as your tuning. So they tune that and then they drop everything down a whole step further. So you'd have C, G, C, and then F, and then A, and D. So that would be the tuning for this song. So I'm actually in standard tuning, but I'm using my Morpheus drop tune pedal. It's great when it comes to having to change all kinds of different tunings, teaching people. So if you want to try a bunch of different alternate tunings, just like drop tunings, I think the Morpheus pedal is great for that sort of thing. And probably should do a review on the pedal there. So when it comes to heavy stuff, distortion and whatnot, I think the pedal works perfectly fine. It's helped out a lot with different students. So anyway, again, so when you're practicing this, I'll do it in standard tuning as well, so you can hear that if you don't want to drop down. So even if you don't want to learn the whole song, and this is only just going to be one riff from the song, I think it's a really good one to work on in your alternate picking, work on a lot of finger coordination stuff, and a little bit of sweep picking. So here it is, the way it sounds on the record. So I am doing alternate picking for most of it. So I'm starting off with the alternate picking. And I wrote out the fingers that I'm using underneath the tab that's up. I find that that's the easiest approach to being able to play this. So I was doing alternate picking to start with. Still alternating. Still alternating. Now here's where I change it up a bit. So I'm doing it right here. I go down, up. Actually, now I gotta go back into how I just approached it. Hang on. Yeah, so I do it down, up, up. So for this little, that would be a D major arpeggio that we're playing right here. Technically be a little bit different because of the tuning. Anyway, so we're doing down, up, 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 down, up, up, up. So that's how I'm playing the last 8 notes. The last 8 notes are going down, up, 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 down, up, up, up. So it definitely challenge for new people. If you're new to guitar, I don't recommend trying this one too much at first because it's very challenging and you might find yourself super frustrated. However, if it sounds really cool to you, go for it. This is more, I would say, for like intermediate, like in between intermediate and advanced type playing. So let me show you what it's like in standard tuning in case you just want to practice it in the standard tuning. Okay, when you are learning this, I do advise practicing one bar at a time. You can even break it in half if you need to. So I would work on one bar at a time and getting each one up to speed. So the song is about 130 beats a minute. These are 16th notes. So that means every time your metronome clicks, you're aiming to put in 4 notes every time it beeps. If that's too fast, work on 8th notes instead. So every time the metronome beeps, you're just going to play 2 notes for every beat. Working on this with one student, that seemed to help out a lot. Just starting with the 8th notes, get that up to a decent speed. Like say, like 200 beats a minute at least for 8th notes. 200 beats a minute for 8th notes is the same as playing 100 beats per minute with 16th notes. So you want to get it up pretty close to the actual speed. So let's say if you want to just do 8th notes the whole time, get it up to speed, that would be 260 beats per minute for 8th notes. And again, 130 beats per minute for 16th notes. If you have any questions with this video or anything at all with music, please send me an email. And thank you for watching.